Thank you, Sean. All right, folks, so I can hopefully answer some of your questions. I don't know much. In the middle? Sure. Today we had our first conference on the case, conference with the judge in the back. The district attorneys provided us with apparently 8 terabytes of discovery, which we're obviously going to go through with fine detail over the coming months. I understand there's going to be more discovery forthcoming, and we have a new court date of September 27th. That's the next scheduled court date, and that again is going to be a conference date, and we'll update the judge on where we're at. So if I can answer some questions, I'll do my best.
How is your client doing?
Well, he's incarcerated, you know. He's a man who's never been arrested before. He's maintained his innocence from the inception of this case. So he's doing the best he can at this point in time. He's looking forward to having his day in court.
He was looking over
what
his
kind
shoulder
of
at the
thoughts
gallery.
is he sharing with you?
Family?
I didn't see him.
Do you know if he's had any contact with his family?
Sure, he's had contact with his family.
And what
Family members. I don't think she's visited yet, obviously, because she doesn't want to be ambushed by the press. So she hasn't visited him.
She spoke to the press at her house.
Does he have any remarks?
Do you have any questions about the case? I'm happy to answer.
Does she have any remarks about the fact that he filed before?
He has. I'm not representing him on that, so I can't really discuss anything about it before.
Last time you said he was emotional.
He was
After hearing
emotional.
about the charges, has it settled in? Has there been any change in his emotion since?
Well, now that when I've been meeting with him at the jail, obviously we're talking about substance as opposed to the initial shock. So now it's really gearing up towards the defense of this case.
Does also support her husband? Does she support her husband? Does she believe he's innocent?
You're going to have to talk to her. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him.
The district attorney has spoken extensively about this case in the public. How do you view that? Do you have concerns about him possibly affecting a possible jury down the road?
Yeah, I'm not trying this case in the press. This case is a case that we're going to try in a courtroom. The press has convicted my client without seeing a shred of evidence. So he doesn't stand a chance with the press. And we're not going to try the case in the press. I doubt that any one of you for a moment have even contemplated the possibility that they have the wrong guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend this case in a courtroom. The courtroom we just were in, where we have 12 fair and impartial jurors, where we have a fair and impartial judge, where words like presumption of innocence and beyond a reasonable doubt, where words like that reign every day. That's where we're going to try this case. So we're not going to try it in the press. We're going to do our due diligence. We're going to defend this case in a court of law.
How do you explain?
Do you feel like police and authorities have the wrong guy?
All I can say is he's presumed innocent. There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of leads in this case, and we haven't even seen them. I know about these leads from you folks who have reported these leads for the last 10 years, 12 years. So the answer is they very well can have the wrong guy.
How do you explain the DNA link to Heuermann's wife, the Google searches, and the cell phone located data?
Have you seen the DNA yet?
I'm asking how you.
And I'm asking you, have you?
What the prosecution says links your client to these.
I haven't seen anything. Have you seen anything?
Well, I'm asking how you, as his lawyer, explain what the DA describes as voluminous amounts of evidence.
The government is looking to convict my client. I haven't seen anything. So I can't sit here and defend DNA and recovery of evidence and things that they claim they have until I see it. I haven't seen anything. So I'm not going to, at this point in time, I can't tell you what defects, if any, are in any of their evidence because I haven't seen it.
What has your client told you?
What has my client told me? He told me he didn't do this.
Mr. Brown.
We're obviously, the district attorney's office has a whole office. They're the biggest law firm in this county. I'm one guy. So Ms. Koish is going to be co-counsel on this. We have other attorneys that I expect, will be assisting on this. And just to pour through the discovery is an enormous task. But we're prepared for it. And we're going to do it. And whether it's a year and a half or 2 years, whenever that date comes, we're going to go in a court of law, and we're looking forward to defending this.
Well, you guys have been in every chamber for quite a bit talking about the discovery process, and you heard, obviously, I think you have it in your hands now. Can you give a sense of the amount of evidence that you have in your hands now?
So what I was what I was provided with today is what, and I'm not computer literate, is 8 terabytes of information. So I was told that a gigabyte is 6,000 pages. I was told that there's 1,000 gigabytes in a terabyte. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it's enormous.
Would you plan on going through some of the evidence before the next court date?
Of course. I plan on going through it as soon as I get back to my office. I'm going to start talking to people.
Do you think you could have a fair trial here in Suffolk County, or are you considering moving it?
Well, that's obviously something we're going to look into in terms of change of venue. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you have the press reporting things to the public. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's skewed. So now you have the people in Suffolk County who are going to be sitting on the jury. We only hope that they will be fair and impartial, that they won't be influenced by the members of the press, and that they can listen to the evidence and decide for themselves if they have the right guy.
Brown, you're back there for 32 minutes. It probably takes like a minute to hand over those discs. So what else were you guys covering while you were back there?
Discs weren't handed over until we were in the courtroom. But what we were doing is discussing receiving of evidence, how it's going to be transported to our office, and how it's going to be forthcoming in the future. Again, this is a significant case, so it's not like it takes a minute or two. There's a lot involved in receiving discovery.
Do you anticipate taking up their offer of having somebody from the DA's office help you go through that?
I'll take up anybody's offer to help assist on this case.
Do you expect another indictment against your client?
You'd have to ask the district attorney. I don't know the answer to that.
It's been reported he's been on suicide watch. Is there concern?
There is none. So what happens with suicide watch is the jail customarily, as a matter of course, when they have an inmate coming in, put somebody on suicide watch. So they have a mental evaluation, and there's been no indication that he has in any way indicated a suicidal tendency. That's just pro forma.
And Rex wants to go to trial. He's not interested in a plea deal of any kind.
There's no plea deal. He said from the moment I met him that I did not do this. So we're prepared to go forward. We will defend this case in a court of law, and we will go to trial in this case.
And about how many times have you met with them over the last couple of weeks?
Let's just say numerous.
So he is feeling hopeful.
He's feeling hopeful about what?
Hopeful that he's going to be proven innocent.
He doesn't have to be proven innocent. The burden on this case is on the district attorney and the government. They have to prove their case beyond reasonable.
What kind of evidence do you expect to show that your client is innocent?
I don't know what kind of evidence they have. Again, that's the district attorney who has the obligation, and they're the ones who are going to provide us with the discovery.
But are you
So
going to
I
present
don't know
any
what type of evidence they have.
Are you going to present any evidence?
I haven't even seen their evidence, so I can't even tell you what, if anything, we will do. It's too premature.
How many people do you have?
Googling explicit material related to the program. What did your client say about that?
Have you seen that yet? Do you believe everything the government says? I don't. So I understand that the government has told you certain things. I don't believe everything the government says. So I'm going to wait until I get the evidence. I'm going to look at the evidence. We're going to examine the evidence, and we're going to move forward from there. Any other questions? I got to go into two more questions.
How many people do you have on this case from your office?
Ms. Koish is on this matter. Mr. Russo is on this matter, and we have 3 or 4 other attorneys that are now going to start the process of reviewing discovery.
So you believe the government is plotting against your client?
I didn't say that.
Fabricated these searches?
I didn't say that.
Then
I can tell you from.
believe the government.
I can tell you. Well, I've been doing this for 30 years. The government makes allegations all the time. Sometimes the allegations are true. Sometimes they're not true. Sometimes when they accuse somebody of committing a crime, that person is guilty. Sometimes when they accuse somebody of committing a crime, that person is innocent. So I don't know what is to bear. All I can tell you is he needs to get the presumption of innocence. Anybody else?
Are you comfortable with that these searches were made on burner phones that were linked to yours?
Sorry?
You have seen that evidence.
I haven't seen, I'll repeat it again. I have not seen 1 ounce of evidence on this case. Today in court was the first time I was handed anything, and it's in the form of terabytes. I can't read a terabyte with my hands or my eyes, so we have to download that and start the process.
Are you going to seek bail at all in this case?
What I'll say is this, down the road, if certain things come to fruition and come to light that I think would warrant a change in his custody status, we will certainly make that application to the judge.
But right now, no plans.
Well, at this point, it would be silly for me because we don't have any. I haven't seen it.
Are you comfortable with the list of evidence provided to you as described today, and why or why not?
I haven't even looked at it.
But as it was described and listed today.
So what was described and listed is I got 5 manila envelopes, and they have a terabyte in them. 2 terabytes each. I don't. That's all I have.
Do you know are there thumb drives inside, or are you getting hard copies?
They're big black terabytes. You know, I don't know. I think they're hard drives, right? Is that what you call them? Hard drives. So that's what I got. I got 5 hard drives that was handed to me 30 minutes ago. Okay?
And you have them in your briefcase now?
I have them right here.
How involved is Heuermann with his defense so far?
He is an involved, obviously interested party who's going to be a big part of assisting us in the defense of this case. All right, guys, thanks very much.